Hello, and thank you for watching. Our team is absolutely fabulous, and my name is Tommy, and my teammate is Fizza. For our project, we chose to recreate the classic board game Snakes and Ladders. I'm sure you heard of it, and it will be played on a digital web based experience. Today, I'll be walking through what our website does and how we design the key screens and features. So, what is the purpose of this website? The main goal of the website is to bring Snakes and Ladders online so it's easy and fun to play in the browser. We wanted to make it convenient so that you don't have to buy any pieces or lose any pieces. It's built using PHP, HTML, and CSS. We also added multiple difficulties and also multiplayer for 1, 2, 3, and 4 players. Our overall goal was to create an interactive, engaging experience that you can join anytime through your browser. Prototypes and wireframes. For our website, we're going to be starting off with the login page. Here you can enter your email and password and sign in. If you don't have an account, then you'll be sent to the registration screen where you'll enter your password and email to make an account. Next, we have the menu page. This is where you can start a new game or continue on a previous game you played. When you start a new game, you'll be given the option to select a number of players, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And also you'll be given the option to choose easy or hard. Lastly, on the menu page, this is where you can log out and go back to the login page. Here are the prototypes and the wireframes for the easy game page and the hard game page. First, for each pages, we're going to have a board in the middle. This is where the players will move around and there will be snakes and ladders scattered around the board. On the right side, there will be the 4 player pieces, and below that is the dice. When the player rolls the dice, they'll be moved on the board depending on whatever they roll. Also, there is a save game button at the bottom for both sides. The main difference between easy and hard is that easy will have more ladders and less snakes, while hard will have more snakes and less ladders. Lastly, there is a button to move back to the menu, but before you do that, you should save the game. Login and register screen. For the login and register screen, we wanted to make it straightforward and user-friendly. Users can create a new account or log into an existing one to continue their game. We're using a PHP file to store the user credentials just to keep it simple. Once the user is logged in after making their account, the player session is tracked so they can remember their progress. Menu screen. After either creating a new account or logging in, players are taken to the menu screen. Here they can choose whether they want to create a new game or if they want to continue playing a game that they saved before. Clicking on New Game shows all the options for how you want to set up the game. You could have 1, 2, 3, or 4 players, and also you can choose the difficulty easy or hard. We also included a logout button for the users to exit when they're finished playing. Also, the theme is a jungle theme, so it can match the theme of snakes and ladders.
Multiplayer feature. The game supports selecting the number of players before starting, allowing for a personalized multiplayer experience. During gameplay, the system tracks each player's position and turn order using session data, ensuring accurate game flow. Dice roll logic is implemented to update player positions automatically when rolled, maintaining momentum and excitement. All of this takes place directly in the browser, ensuring fair gameplay without the need for external systems. Easy and hard mode. Players can choose between 2 difficulty levels, easy and hard. Easy mode features a simpler board layout with fewer snakes and ladders, while hard mode increases the number of both, creating a more complex challenge. Despite the difference in layout, both modes maintain the same core mechanics. This flexibility allows players to select a difficulty level based on how much of a challenge they want, making the game accessible and enjoyable for players of all skill levels. Game save function. Game progress is stored using the browser's local storage under the unique key Easy Game Save. This storage method ensures that data persists even after the browser is closed, unless it is manually cleared by the user. Before loading a saved game, the system validates that the save matches the current number of players to prevent mismatches. Additionally, there is a convenient one-click save feature that provides users with an instant confirmation alert once the game is successfully saved. Code snippets. These are some code snippets we used in our program. The left picture shows our project folder that contains all HTML and PHP files. You can also see the PNG files we used for our snakes and backgrounds. The top right picture shows what colors we assigned to each player and how they would be displayed. The bottom right picture shows how we added our snakes and ladders to our boards in order to add advantages and disadvantages for the players. Struggles we faced. Initially, we wanted the boards to be PNGs with a grid on top for movement, but since we were unable to find suitable pictures of game boards that aligned with our design goals, we created simple boards using green lines to represent ladders and red lines for snakes. Additionally, we had to ensure that the game layout, including pictures and titles, remained responsive and displayed correctly across different window sizes. Another significant hurdle was to making sure that PHP sessions correctly saved and restored game progress, which was crucial for a consistent user experience.
Here we have the login page. I don't have an account, so I will be demonstrating the register screen. Here we successfully logged in with a new account and will be met with the menu page. We're able to make a new game or continue from the last game. Since this is a new account, we're going to make a new game. As we can see, the number of players range from 1 to 4, and there's 2 difficulties, easy and hard. So when you first get into the game, player 1 will roll, and they landed on 5, they'll be moved to the 5th slot. Player 2 will roll. They land on 3, which is the bottom of the ladder, the green line, so they'll be sent up. Next, player 3 will roll. They landed on 1, they'll be put in the 1 position. Player 4 will roll. They also landed on 3, they'll be moved up the ladder. The green lines, they indicate the ladders, and the red lines, they indicate the snakes. If you were on top of the red line, you'll be sent back down, and if you're at the bottom of the green line, you'll be sent up. Next, we're going to be trying the save feature. So here we just save the game. We can move back to the menu, and then we can press on continue last game. It will track the data for hard and easy mode. Since we played in easy, we're going to load in the easy data, and our positions are saved. We can continue playing from where we left off. Since the save works, we're going to be creating a new game to test it with the hard difficulty. This time we'll be setting on 2 players. So the difference between hard and easy is that hard has 3 ladders and 5 snakes, while on easy we have 5 ladders and 3 snakes. For this demonstration, I will just be rolling through both players until someone wins. As we can see, I rolled a 6 and player 2 wins because they landed at the end of the board. Here I'm going to create a new hard game with 4 players since we won the last one. We will do a few rolls and then save the game. We're going to be testing out the save function again. This time we're going to be choosing hard. And once again, it saves. We're going to be going back and we're going to be trying the save function for easy, the first game we made. And it also saved the same positions. Okay, so this is it for the demonstration. We'll be logging out. And thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the demonstration. We will be going over how our user data is stored. So in the background is a video clip of me going through the login and registration screen, the source code, and the PHP files. So for our project, we wanted to create a simple way to handle user registration and login without using a database. So instead of a complex database, we're using a plain text file in PHP to store the user credentials. So this is how it works. When a user goes to the register page, they enter their email, password, and confirm password. When they click create an account, the form submits their data to our register.php script on the server. The PHP script first validates that the 2 passwords match and there are no empty fields. Next, the password is hashed using PHP's built-in hash function, which is password_hash. This is important because it means we don't really store the password in plain text. Instead, we store the email and hashed password in a single line in the text file. Then we append this line to a file called users.txt, which is on the server. And if you want to test this, then you should set the permissions on the text file on FileZilla to value 666. Next, the user logs in when they go to the login page. They enter their email and password after they created their account. The form submits login PHP using the post method. This PHP script opens the user.txt file and reads all the lines. It searches for the line with the matching email, and when it finds the email, it will match the password to verify. This will be using the password_verify function. If it is correctly matched, then they're successfully authenticated and they'll be logged in and sent into the main menu screen. As for the session management, once logged in, the user has an active PHP session, and this session stores who they are while they're using the website. We can also store other information like their current game state or save data. Why did we go with this approach? Well, first, we didn't want to use a database, something like Firebase, and we chose this because it was easy to implement in PHP. It also avoids setting up a full database system. And also it's great for learning about file I/O and PHP and how the sessions work. As for the security of the data, even though it's really simple, we made sure to hash the passwords so that they're not saved in plain text. We use sessions so users could stay logged in without having to enter their credentials every time they play the game. All user data is saved in users.txt, which is pretty easy to back up and manage. And overall, this system gives us a lightweight but effective way to register users, save their data, and keep them logged in so they can enjoy the game.